As we headed home from our COVID Christmas, we reflected on the year for all that it was, good and bad. But as always, however, we focused on all the good that has happened, like getting married, of course. A huge kickstart to our dream of van life with finding Big Booty Judy. Tons of van adventures since then, like visiting the Oregon coast. Even though it was really cold, it was still beautiful. Doing some fishing on the Salmon River, Idaho. Rex taking an impromptu swim after we found some epic petroglyphs in slot canyons in southern Utah. Teaching Rex to play frisbee at Lake Powell. And so many more, even with the year of COVID. We realized we are truly blessed with an amazing year in spite of everything. But our van travels are on hold as we start off 2021 with a bang by starting Judy's remodel. We like to call it her womb project. Yeah, so what we're trying to do here is, this is our Ram Pro Master. It's a Shaion Roadtrek, and while it was a massive COVID deal, it is not very functional for what we want to do. Let me kind of show you what we're looking at. We have the bed. It's a power couch, which we are looking to sell, motor and everything, and it folds down. If anyone's interested, let us know. And it had some storage back here for a jack, and that's where we put the power cord, and drawers for things, which have now all been cleaned out. Kind of hard to open with one hand, but the problem is it made a huge bed, which was really, really nice, but anytime we needed anything, we had to unmake the bed. We have things like paddle boards that don't fit very well. So this is stage one. We are going to rip out this power couch today and hopefully get down here to where the battery is, which is very, very dirty, and the inverter. We get a better idea of what we're looking at. Have the bottom cupboards out. And there is the power couch underneath, as you can see. No wonder we got so freaking cold. No insulation around this wheel well. But the bigger problem is this. It's bolted into the floor, which means we gotta get underneath to figure out how to pull this sucker out. That should be fun. Okay, had to find some really long bolts that went through the entire van. Now that we have those out, Operation Power Couch Removal has begun. Look, we're really ghetto now. Oh, couch and our carport.
We should just move all that shit, put the couch in. I can hook up a battery and we can tilt it just right too.
We can even like lower it down and sleep out here.
So where's the battery at?
Well, when I opened that cupboard and looked at it, it's like all one thing. It's a great big long battery. What are we looking at, baby?
Inverter charger. So where's
the battery?
Still can't even read it. I'm wiping off the dirt.
Do you want me to get? There's some Windex under the sink.
Yeah.
You can get a towel and wipe it off. Might make it easier.
Input 60 to 119.
And what is this? Why does this say off?
Because you want it off, because if you leave that on, remember I was showing you about the inverter? You can that switch up there on the panel will shut this off.
Oh, so you just leave that off and it just controls through that switch up there.
Exactly. If not, this pulls amperage all the time.
The biggest problem with buying our 2015 Shaion Roadtrek is the manufacturer went out of business, and we've had a lot of difficulty finding any schematics or manuals that weren't written like an RV for Dummies guide. So the other thing that makes this remodel so challenging is discovering where the existing systems are and how they work. After a lot of Googling and battery hunting, we decided to take a break and continue with deconstruction. So, we have ripped out all of the cabinets and the power couch, which was kind of cool. We found out it actually has the motor attached to it. It's just a little 12-volt motor, so that's kind of cool. So what are we going to do?
This is Judy's womb, and we're exhuming from her lower intestine back.
We're giving her a hysterectomy, my aunt said.
And we're going to build it into what we need to build it into.
So we're going to do the bed.
We're going to do a bed that goes this sideways. And these still got to come out. Closet's got to come out.
And we're going to try to...
batteries from Battleborn. Battleborn, I need batteries. Send them to me for free.
Yeah,
or right. At a discount. Fuck, I'm broke. I'll trade you a Subaru.
And insulation definitely around the wheel wells.
Oh, probably the whole...
I don't know what's behind here.
These are coming up next after we take the cabinets down.
We're hoping to maybe switch this cabinet over to that side.
Yeah.
If we can. Those angles might be a bit difficult, right?
No, I can do it.
And
it's just money.
I like the idea that we talked about a shelf underneath the cabinets with baskets to slide out to give a little bit more storage. That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
I like that idea, and it's really easy to do, and probably will give us at least a quarter more storage than what we would originally have had.
I like the fact that we're going to be able to fit bikes under there,
yes.
And the fact that this wasn't a big giant hole.
Yeah, I was worried about that too.
Did you see this shit?
Yeah, I saw the pieced it together.
Shaion Roadtrek, you ghetto ass motherfuckers. Craftsmanship, man, not fucking slackmanship.
But either way, Judy's hysterectomy is almost complete.
It scares me because now we can't go out in the van until we
finish it.
Until we get it built.
We still could. We just put a blow-up mattress back here. Well, we still have a furnace, and we still have a kitchen and the fridge, and so if anything, doing it in stages was probably a better idea, huh?
No, we're just going to get it done.
But it's also less overwhelming doing it in stages.
Just get it done. We just need to get it done.
We do. And we're getting it done. And look at these massive holes. They
power
go like...
couch.
That's where the power couch is bolted into.
Show them the power couch.
I did. And the motor that's attached underneath is really cool. That's all one unit, so hoping we can sell that to somebody doing a van build that only needs that size of a bed. Cool. We're continuing taking apart, Judy. Huh.
Yep, it's a task.
We're gonna knock these cabinets out now.
It's like Chip Gaines, where you at, bitch? You ever done a van?
Okay.
What's his old lady's name? Joanna?
Yeah.
Joanna, we need your help.
We do.
I'm gonna shiplap the whole motherfucker.
Ooh, shiplap would be pretty.
Shiplap ceilings, shiplap walls.
Shiplap.
It's all shiplap.
Okay, here we go.
In shades of gray.
Here we go.
Let's do.
We got one down, and Shaion left a piece of himself behind.
That's solid though. That's interesting.
But it's cool. It has all the spray foam even in the ceiling. It was getting dark and really cold. Rex was over it, so we decided to stop for the night, get some yummy food, and set it aside until tomorrow. Okay, we are working on the van again today. Let's go outside and see how Sean's doing. Coming to check out the progress on the van.
Where's the... Oh, I need a big room.
Getting things straightened up after demo. Talking through some ideas, learning a whole lot. And our carport is an absolute disaster. Oh well, progress gets messy sometimes. Hey baby, what are you doing?
Sweeping the van, man.
Because finished ripping out all the stuff to learn a whole bunch more about our van, which has been tremendous. It's really amazing. I mean,
Tremendous.
but you were talking about how people always say that these van builds that are done like the big companies and stuff, that they're not done very well.
No, this thing was built well. I mean, they did a damn good job. I mean, damn good job.
Yeah,
the cabinetry is top-notch material. It was like really good plywood. All the 110, 12 volt, cable TV. This thing has more electricity than any van should ever have, ever. It's almost gross. But everything is labeled perfectly. It's going to be hopefully, an easy build. Canadians, quit using square bits. They suck.
Oh, and all the different sizes have been the biggest pain in the butt.
No, I mean, I get that part, but Torx, buddy. Torx. I mean, if you're going to have to be special and like make a name for yourself, use Torx bits, not square.
Yeah.
But they did a damn good job. Super surprised to see it. I don't know if anyone's ever goated a Roadtrek before, but we are.
Yep, first time for everything, huh? We're finally able to get all the sand out from Powell and driving on that road in Salmon, Idaho.
God, not all of it. They're still around there. They'll still be here forever.
Probably. So today, what's the plan?
Get this all cleaned up so I don't have so OCD and tripping out because there's dirt and shit everywhere, and then pull this panel down, which only take a couple of minutes, and then start doing some measurements for the bed and figuring out how we're gonna, because everything goes around the bed for the mountain bike, so everything goes around the bed, the height of the bed, width, and then we'll decide between 20/20 and 80/20 and wood.
Okay, cool. Yay, the bed! I'm so excited.
Patreon, help me out. I need 80/20. This shit's expensive.
Eventually.
We gotta pull these seat belts out today too.
Oh yeah, we do.
The rest of them.
To add more holes in the floor. Maybe you can drip blood through one of those holes too.
I know, right?
See, he cut himself and dripped blood right through the hole onto the carport.
That's still there.
Yep. Who helps if I hit record? So Sean asked me to help. I get to use a power tool and be a badass. Here we go.
Ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the right direction? Ah! What? Did I drop stuff on you when I pulled that bolt out? Look at that thing. Yeah. There's some up here too. Good Lord. Some of them are glued in. Oh, I might want to leave that there. Come here. Once we had everything out, it was time for a little cleanup, a temporary workbench in the carport, a few measurements with bikes, and then we set to building the mock-up out of 2x2s to get a better visual of what we want the bed to be. But the challenge was where to put the bed height. Got those riv nuts in there.
Everything aligns perfectly.
Oh, so cool. And this is going to be what?
The top rail of our bed system. Something like that.
Something like that. Okay, I'm coming. Did it fit?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it ain't too long. I got 1.5 hers. I'm gonna make an inch with the
okay.
ones that I put in. So
Yeah, all right. And this is just smaller because it's the existing rig
that was the
nut.
factory one.
Yeah.
Which still, it's good.
Hey, we're using what we already have. Isn't that the whole point?
One less hole in the van, eh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that works. Look.
Sweet.
Perfect.
So we have a rail to put our bed on. Now we just have to order a crap ton of 80/20. Huh.
Yeah,
The infamous 80/20.
but it works. That's what's
Now that the
important.
side rails are in, it's time to play with the wood to get a better idea of what the whole thing's gonna look like.
This is the same size as the extruded aluminum that we're going to use. So I'm just trying to do a layout inside the van so we can visualize and see exactly how we're going to fit the bikes and extra batteries and our shit ton of gear that we have between our skis, mountain bikes, backpacking gear, snowshoes. So yeah, trying to figure that out. So, I'm trying to figure out, I don't think this is the right jig for this, so.
And you're doing the pocket screw thing?
I want to try. I don't know if I can do it with this jig on a, on a 1.5 by 1.5. So I got to read on it and see.
Gotta read the instructions.
Yeah. You got to read how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm sure you'll figure it out. And I will stand around and go, what's that?
Okay. That's how it's gonna.
That's so cool.
That's how it's gonna work.
We're gonna have a bed. Again. But a better bed.
We're gonna have a garage.
We're gonna have a garage. Sweet.
Sweet.
The weather definitely makes it a challenge. We want to build the bed / garage out of 80/20, which is also called extruded aluminum because it doesn't mold. It's super easy to work with. It's kind of like a giant erector set, but it's also kind of pricey. So to make sure we do it right the first time, Sean came up with a plan. Okay, so van building today. Sean is making a template out of wood. We have 80/20 on the way, but we're making a template out of wood and better visualize where stuff is. So let's let him talk about it.
What I'm doing with the wood.
Yeah, because we're making it out of 80/20, but we've got wood in here, so.
Yeah, so all this lumber is the exact same dimension as this. 80/20. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
This is the same dimension.
So we're making,
Roughly, it's a little bit. This is milled, so it's a little bit perfect, you know.
so
But all the wood is going to be this 80/20.
so you're using the wood as a template and to kind of build it as you go so we can screw up with wood and not with 80/20.
Yeah, because wood is way cheaper than this.
Yeah.
Like I spent $40 on furring strips yesterday, and this would all this 80/20 right here is probably I don't know, $300-400. And how many times have I had to cut shit and try, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Cut stuff, sorry.
Well, and when we're done, just be able to pull it apart and reverse engineer it and build it from
I'll
the
have every
template.
single dimension that I want, and then I can just lay it out, draw it up, know exactly how much of this I need to order, and then I'm not wasting a bunch of money on 80/20 and having to go back and buy more and waiting on shipments. I'd rather just have everything ready.
My man is so smart. So right now, he is figuring out spaces for bikes and drawer slides and everything under the garage space. So, and we interrupted his thought process, so I'm gonna let him get back to work.
4-inch drawers, babe.
Okay.
So the next thing we gotta figure out, because of the handlebars, I'm not gonna be able to have uprights right here on that section. It's gonna be narrower because of the handlebars.
Yeah,
See what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying. As you can see, we've got a lot to think about, like whether our bed needs to be higher for bikes, how much 80/20 to order, what type of mattress, what wood for the decor on the inside, how to make drapes, drawer slides to build, and so on and so on. But hey, we've made it this far, right? Now if we could just find the other battery. We're still social distancing. Sean's liking this tape measure.
See how far we can get.
Or maybe you're just envious because it resembles something. Hey!
Okay.
You know what? That is pretty impressive. It's not collapsing at all. Wow.
I don't want anybody to have a 123